Behind that report, Cyril Payan, thanks for coming in, Cyril. Since you filmed that report, the situation of the Rohingyas has got worse, really.
Yeah, and the key question is the capability of or the will of the government and the Burmese authorities to contain the violences, because it's spreading. There's been the case for nearly 6 months now, and it's really spiraling with no ending. Then we have the Arakan state, which is again very remote in the northwestern part of Burma, extremely far from everything on the Bangladesh border, is cut off from the outside world. We have no news. It's under very strict curfew. We have reports of hundreds of thousands of people trying to cross the border again. So this is the same story on and on with no end outside.
The report leaves us in little doubt about the level of desperation the Rohingya are suffering from. They have, however, been in Burma for a long time. They're a well-established community. How do you explain this level of persecution, this level of stigmatization?
It's extremely difficult to explain with regards of what we know about Burma, which is composed of at least 135 ethnicities. There is the old confessional people, Christian, Buddhist, predominantly Buddhist, and now we have this surge of violences with no clear explanation, saying that the Rohingyas have always been seen as foreigners because they are ethnic Bengalis from Bangladesh, and they have been, of course, been living for many of them for generations in Burma. But they have, in time of crisis, they have always been pinpointed and targeted as the foreigner and the problem. So it's maybe the case now.
Cyril, one of the most striking things we saw in your report is the failure of fellow Burmese Muslims to speak out in defence of the Rohingya. How do you explain that?
For me, it was absolutely astonishing and amazing, because I've been reporting in Burma for the past 15 years, and I really saw the same reactions as during the very dark time of dictatorship in Burma, when people were not talking about Aung San Suu Kyi or the NLD or the dissidents, the pro-democracy dissidents. I've just experienced the same reactions. It's absolutely impossible to talk about this subject, and it's quite disturbing when we talk about fellow Muslims, as you said. They just believe there is an invisible hand. So, well, they mean that the government is behind, and they say it's out of touch for us, so we can't do anything. So, what we think about this, and they say of the record, is that it was the government just using the Rohingyas again to divide, to better ruling. So it's a big blow to this democratization process we are seeing now in Burma.
Cyril Payan, thanks very much for your thoughts and your report. That's it for this edition of Reporters here on France 24. You can watch again on our website, www.france24.com. Do join us again soon.